Hello and welcome to MtG. My name is Vyacheslav, and today I tell you about the rack for oldschoolmtg. I will tell you about different versions of the deck, from very budget up to really powerful. And in this video I will use some materials from two blocks, the Sentinel and End of Turn Draw card. You can find links to the blocks in the description to the video. So let's start from a budget mono black rack. Deck built around the rack, artifact for 1 mana that will deal the opponent damage if he has favored and 3 cards in hand. So sometimes it can be like artifact lightning bolt, and sometimes it won't work, but card is fine. For discard the cards from opponent hand we will use much powerful black sorcery, of course if Fallen Pie is legal in your format. Him to Tarach, for 2 black mana discard 2 random cards. It can be very cruel in the first turns. Also we will use the Hypnotic Spectre, creature with flying, that deal the same effect. When he deals damage to opponent will discard a random card from hand. Of course, restricted Mind Twist for black and X, discard X card from target opponent hand, random again, and Disrupting Scepter. It's artifact. Discard not a random card, but do it each turn and don't die from lightning bolt. Black rack is pretty aggressive. We try to deal much more damage faster, so of course we'll use also cheap effective creatures. It will be Order of Ebon Hand and Black Knight. They look same, yeah. They have the protection from white, can be killed by Swords to Plov Shades. Black Knight have first strike, Order have not first strike, but can take first strike 1 black mana, and also for 2 black, take +1/+0. It's very helpful in late game, and you also can use Dark Ritual, one more card that we used to play auto spells faster. Like you can play on the first turn the rack and the him, or the rack and the creature. Or Keepy, of course, it's one of the best starts from mono black. To kill opponent's creatures, mostly this deck use Paralyze in main. For 1 black mana it's removal that tap creature. Of course opponent can pay mana to untap it, but we're aggressive, so we try to one before opponent have 4 mana, and we have Sinkhole to destroy opponent lands. Looks like not best combo with this card, but we can destroy Mishra's Factory or Maze of Wiz. Sometimes Library of Alexandria, but for us deck library is not so big problem. We discard cards from open hand and library don't work mostly. For Amp we use not only Dark Ritual but also Soul Ring, of course it's restricted. And deck have a Demonic Tutor to find this card if we need discard card, the rack if opponent have not cards in hand, or creature to win the game. Also some big like Singir Vampire is good for the deck to finish quickly or to start with Singir Vampire on the second or first turn. They help from. Mana base is mono black, so very simple. 15 swamps. I prefer to use one or Borg, but you can use 16 swamps. 4 Mishra's Factories. It's best creature in oldschoolmtg, you know, much popular. Strip Mine to destroy lands, including factory that opponent have. And 1 copy of Maze of Wiz to protect you against something big. Or to combat tricks. It's a basic version of the deck, but last time I played with the rack I used a big version that has not so many little creatures, but 4 copies of Suchi, and also Drain Life as removal, and also as direct damage, because sometimes you need to deal damage to your opponent from a top deck. In the sideboard we can use extra removal cards, Terror against deck that have not black and artifact creatures, or Drain Life, if you don't have it in main deck. Also we can use Disc to destroy dangerous permanents, like hate cards, Karma or Circle of Protection black, Gloom against any white decks, and against Circle of Protection again. Also it's very helpful against controls that have only white removal and white finishers like Serra Angel. Underworld Dreams. Against controls again, you can start from Dark Ritual Dreams, and if your opponent have draw engines in hand, hand will be not very good, you know. And if your opponent have Time Twister, it will be a very nice start for you. And stuff like Greed or Gemdry Tome to generate card advantage in very slow matches that you can win fast. This deck is a budget. If you will try to use much cheap white bordered card, it will cost less than 300 euros, maybe close to 200 even, but it's really effective. On the Summer Derby it have 2 top 16 and 1 top 8, so really good for budget deck, you know. I think it's even best budget deck, but it's just my opinion. Of course the deck can be more, you know, competitive, more powerful if you have expensive cards. You can use Juzam Jin. It's better than Suchi, better than Singir Vampire. A really big dangerous creature, but very expensive. Mox Jet. to play Hippotrach on the first turn without rituals, Lotus, one more way to play Hip on first turn, and of course House Orb, a very specific old school card that can destroy any permanent. It's Artifact Vindicate if you know how to throw it. Deck is fine, but it will be better with more colors, because more colors, more options. So first color will be white, because white have one more powerful discard spell, it's Balance. You know, if you have not cards in hand, top deck Balance and play it, your opponent can discard entire hand. It's like Mind Twist, even better sometimes. Also Balance kill creatures, destroy lands, and just very powerful white restricted cards. And white color give us an option to sometimes main deck, but mostly sideboard, like Disenchant to destroy enchantments, and Dangerous Hate enchantments against black, and Swords to Plowshares. It's not very good for aggressive plan, but sometimes it's single way to remove big creature, so why not? And of course we can use Circle Protection red, black, and stuff like this. To splash for just the balance, you can use 2 or even 3 white sources. If you have a Scrublands, it's great, but City of Brass is good too. You know, of course it's not fine to lose lives or take mana, but options have a price, especially options in budget build. Second color is red, and it's fine, because in red we have a Burn, very good for aggressive plan. Opponent will take damage from Zerak when he have no cards in hand, and then we just play Bolt, Chain Lightning, and finish him. Fine. Also we have the one effective black and red creature, actually a red creature with black ability, Sedge Troll. It's hard to kill such troll, especially if you have not cards in hand, and troll can block any big creature and go to attack for free. Fine. Also in red we have the one more copy of Rack. It's a Stormbolt, enchantment for 1 red. It deals the same, but can deal one more point of damage, up to 4, and deal it to not only your opponent but you too. At the same time, this enchantment is Ward enchantment, so when you play it you can destroy the Abyss. Fine option. And of course for sideboard red have the Shatters to destroy artifacts, the Blood Moons to destroy a rich mana base, and of course Red Elemental Blast, again any blue power cards or just blue cards. Of course in our deck we will not use Wheel of Fortune, because, you know, we need to remove cards from his hand. Don't give him 7 more cards. Also important moment that if you have a power, I mean Moxons in this deck, it's better to use not Order or Black Knight, but a Tok. A red creature that eat artifacts and smash. Because it will be easy to play it on the first turn, even if you have the red Mox and Swamp, and because it's just bigger than Order from hand. Of course, the Tok can die from a sword, it's sad, but Smash ability is very powerful for aggressive plan. In budget version of the deck, I prefer to use City of Brass and Mountains. If you have Badlands, of course, it's better to use Badlands instead of Mountains and City of Brass, because most of your spells have a double black cost, but at the same time you need to play a lot of red spells too. And now we on the territory of expensive cards. I mean, last color that I talk about will be blue. And blue of course has the power. Recall and Time Bulk is pretty good for deck. But not only power. For our game plan, Psionic Blast is good to deal more damage. You know, for extra damage it's one more burn spell. And Copy Artifact can be a nice trick. It can work like mana ramp with Factory, and also can be copy of your Zerak. And now we can see the really much powerful and expensive version of the deck. It's named Spicy Rack. Mostly it includes black, blue and red, sometimes white too for balance, and the enchantment sideboard. And of course it's not budget, you can't use it without good mana base, you need the duels of course. And maybe you can play with this deck without Moxon, why not? But I'm not really sure that you so need the blue without power, so if you have not power, better to stay on black and red or black and red with splash to balance. If you have power on Moxons, of course use Spice Rack. Here you can choose between the Order or a Tok, like in previous variant. For sideboard we have only Blue Elemental Blast, because one more good blue card will be Control Magic, time to time it can be good. And maybe Psychic Push against Mirror. Card like Energy Flux not cool for our deck, because our main win condition is a Rack artifact. but maybe in the metagame with a lot of artifact decks, it's better to side out the rack and try to just hate artifacts. Why not? This deck was very successful in the Winter Derby too. In Summer Derby. In Winter Derby, Fallen Pie is not legal. In Summer Derby, this deck take 2 top 16 and 3 top 8. And one of them is the first place. It was 4 or 5 years ago, but anyway, this deck was very successful. The rack is really fine. I like the mono black version because I like the black decks, and again, it's maybe not best, okay, it's one of the best budget decks for Old School Magic. But if you want to invest into duels or power, you can start from the black rack and step by step made it better up to the spicy version. Why not? Or you can just use budget deck and won against really powerful stuff. Thank you for watching up to the end. If you like this video, leave a comment and press like button, and subscribe to the channel if you're still not. Also, you can support me by joining my Patreon. Link in the description too. Thank you again, and have a nice day and have a nice games. Bye.